Like until you get to that really cool, pedal tone sequence at the end of Hotel California, which is a brilliant guitar solo, but the cadence is what you hear at the like at the end of the Hotel California, right? But that whole guitar solo is pretty much a Pennock guitar solo. Pretty much everything, Comfortably Numb guitar solo. The whole thing's pretty much a pentatonic, except for that opening D chord, like that he kind of arpeggiates, right? And that's kind of what happened with a lot of guitar players. Michael Schenker's a good example of that, where he comes into the arena. I love that. Who doesn't love that song? I saw Michael Schenker play that live before I ever heard the recorded version of it, and back in 1992 in Los Angeles at the Roxy, and it was Michael Schenker Group, and he got up there and he just wailed on that Gibson Flying V he had at the time, the black and white one there. Really, really, really cool thing, right? And if you listen to Into the Arena, it's very modern sounding, but the fill-in stuff is all pentatonic, right? So these were the guys that were going from the classical blues to modern playing, right? And a lot of people didn't realize this, that they were breaking the ground for that, but they were still stuck in that pentatonic era. You know what I mean? The Chuck Berry era, so to speak. George Lynch talked about this a lot too, where he talked about like trying to break that mold out of that old blues. Like he didn't want to be that. So George Lynch started doing all these dissonant sounds, all these augmented and all these different chords, and all this what you call it, all these weird, like just uneasy, dissonant sounding riffs. You know what I mean? All these diminished sounds, which Yngwie used a lot of diminished sounds. You want to sound metal, diminished is the way to go, right? And a diminished sound just stands out like a sore thumb, right? That's what makes it so cool. That's why it's so metal sounding, right? And it gets you off the 5 chord. You know what I mean? And if you're a blues guy, it gets you off the 7 chord. And if you're, if you're a rock guy, it gets you off the, the 5 or the 7 chord. You know what I mean? And that's what the diminished does for you, right? But not knowing that, you're stuck in that box, right? So, yeah, there's a lot to be said, and I keep going on, but I'm going to wrap it up because I'm not sure, but it might have actually stopped raining. Hard to tell. I'll wait a little longer. Maybe I'll head back out and I'll take one more stab at it and see if I can get the. Because I have a hunch as soon as I go home, it's going to stop raining, and then it's like, geez, I got to go and get my job done. So, but we'll see. But it is getting very hot in here, and I knew that was going to happen. So the sun's starting to come out there now. So anyway, yeah. So changing your style is not easy. I'm still in the process of doing it. But I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I attempted to do something hard. You know what I mean? And it's still hard and whatever. And the next time I do get into a band where I'm doing my own stuff, like I write songs all the time and all that. And again, as soon as I get my isolation headphones, I'll be able to do more recording and stuff like that. And once I do that, it'll be, like it's going to be pretty good. So I can't wait to play another guitar solo live. That see, it's still raining, but I can't wait to play another guitar solo live. That it's getting hot in here. You know, where I get to use all this newfound knowledge. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what makes, I think, guitar playing great. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up about that because been, you know, trying to kill some time before I can get to work, but we gotta wait for those raindrops. Yes. So there we go.